Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Sooners will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The discussion raged around Alabama last year. Very difficult schedule, whether they should have been included in the 12-team playoff. But if you want to make that field, not only can you not lose to a subpar Oklahoma team, you can't get housed the way the Tide did in that one.
They did give it to him, and Jackson Arnold just scored again. I mean, it was incredible last year. Oklahoma couldn't score for the majority of the season, but on that night, Palmer, they did what they needed to do and kept the Crimson Tide in the playoffs.
And I think people were so surprised at the lack of any energy or pulse Alabama had on offense. Jalen Milroe, for much of the season, was a Heisman hopeful. He had easily the worst game of his career in that one, so this time around, for Alabama to have any shot, they've got to be better on offense.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Leaves it with the back. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. That's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He turns that loose down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, it's Mateer. He tries to take the top off. He's got it along the sideline. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. On target to the left. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see, that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Buys a little time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. At the 30. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. On the run, it's Ott. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Gibson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Rush is on him. Hit as he throws. It's caught downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy down. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Lewis. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air, it's Mateer. They've got the screen set up. Oh, a lot of space. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Snap it to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, on 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
And the Sooners are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Backs looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Tatum. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out, they'll get you a touchdown. That's a great drive by the offense.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Simpson. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
The cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route. And because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line.
Hey, man, I love guys with situational awareness in football. It's 3rd and long. You know it. He's sitting right near the sticks. ready to break on the football, ready for the quarterback to throw. He does, forces the INT.
It's a seam wide open. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
The Sooners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. On the ground. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll run it from the gun. Makes it past the marker. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Might as well give it to him again. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He wants to change this route. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got some room, heading to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Navy was anything but dominant today, but the midshipmen are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the Elcon. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Lots of running room. Turning on the Jets. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Here's the pressure. Got it in stride inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
The Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. Takes the handoff. It's Tatum. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Ott. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Under fire. It's caught. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Horton. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the pass. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell that he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
To the air, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient, not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Right on target this time. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. This kick would be hard enough straight on. 57 yards. He's also on the left hash. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the upright. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The high ground rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Sooners have this offense rolling. They'll give it to him again. He's loose. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The running back has it. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he was looking for his main man. He wanted to focus in on him. He wanted to force feed him the football. Nice job by the defense. Great coverage. Great job knocking the ball.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try the left side. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. It's Miller. The Tide will get the first down.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. He'll do it himself on the draw. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. The home team is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The Miners have delivered a virtuoso performance today. This is peak CUSA football, a smash-mouth style that punishes you for 4 quarters. They're trailing by 14 to UTEP. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Mateer. It's complete on the right side. Smashes through the tackle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around them, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
It has just been that kind of day for this guy. 4 picks now thrown in this game. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. He just hasn't been throwing the football accurately. This is a game he would like to soon forget.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown time! And that will give him the lead.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Dropping back, it's Simpson. He's got it for the 2-point conversion.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot, you can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. DBs will try to keep everything in front. He wants to go deep. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense...
Beck's going for the goal line. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to pound their way in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead down a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for room, it's Young. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They want that clock to run. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. He'll sneak it. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going up top. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, under-talked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Wants to throw it. He's got an open man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Sooners want to move quickly. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defense.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the running back. Hard running there. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Got it in the middle. It's Cuevas. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. A low line drive and short kick. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires it incomplete.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretch?
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes in the 39.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds space on the right. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got out of trouble and throws. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Mateer. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Tatum. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here.
And he throws another interception. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the